The bike lane symbol is right in the middle of the road. Can you spin the middle? No, you can't. This is what you call a bike lane, a bicycle parking pod. I didn't know they had these in the city. What's up with that? You got plants all in the way of the bike lane. So this is the skate park, Riverside. There's a bike lane. Looks like it still goes this way. Let's check this out. This is new. Oh yeah. Good morning, party people. Al Kane out again, once again. Got the Ozark Trail right here representing. Put some air in the tire finally. Gee whiz. I didn't have no air in these tires. I was down to like 25, 30 pounds. That's why this bike was so hard to pedal. I was losing all this energy because I was just wasting it on these soft tires. But also the reason why I thought I was getting the flat too. Now it's nice and tight, son. And I'm about to head over, gotta head downtown. I'm right up here uptown by George Washington Bridge. I guess I got a little time. I guess I can show you the bridge. Let me show you George Washington Bridge. They got a nice bike lane. If you haven't seen some of the previous videos, then you have not seen this. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen any video of anybody riding to the bridge, I'll take you to the bridge real quick. I won't go over it because I got to get downtown. Right now it is a little wet in the ground. It rained last night and a little bit windy, and it's probably like, I think it's 38 maybe, something like that. It's supposed to be in the 40s today though. So here we are, George Washington Bridge, entrance right here, the Northwalk, and they have like a little balcony where you can kind of look out and catch the vibes. So we'll do that because that's not too far in, and then we got to make our way downtown, homies. So now I'm trying to think of a way to go down that I haven't done yet. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. There's several ways to get downtown, so maybe we should take Broadway all the way down. And I'm probably not gonna race down like you see a lot of other videos. I'm probably just gonna chill out in my chill vibe. Gotta head to work, don't want to get too sweaty. So they have a little balcony here. You can look out, see what's going on, see a little bit of Jersey. Got some things about the history of the bridge, all kind of good stuff like that. But let me get my ride started and head on up out of here, y'all. So let me see. Broadway? I could do Broadway. Or maybe I don't know. I'll just let the road take me. I'm gonna let the road take me, son. And just start heading downtown. You got a little cafe as soon as you walk up, called Breakaway Cafe. Right after you get off the bridge, you hit that. That's what's up. Also, still have a little bit of that back pain, but it's going away. Feels like it's going away. And I got my new gloves on that I rode the other day. They're feeling okay for right now. Keep my hands nice and warm for now. See how they do for the rest of the trip. It's pretty wet out. Not soaking, but wet enough. And yeah, let's see a bunch of cyclists going in the opposite direction. It's a Sunday morning, so everybody's gonna be riding up over the bridge, heading up to Jersey, going to Bear Mountain and things like that. And you can see a whole bunch of roadies going past across the street, because that's what they do. You can see a whole bunch of them coming up. I see a whole squad coming right now. I would take the west side, but I'm gonna chill on that. Take the street, son. I'm gonna cut across, even though I'm supposed to be going to the west side. Truthfully, I could take the west side all the way down. As a matter of fact, let me take this block. Let's take this block. Let's take Fort Washington. I'll take Fort Washington down. Take it all the way to where it ends at. I have a funny feeling I'm gonna be dealing with some hills. But this is what I just recently found out. They call it a Stroad. I think it's what they call a Stroad, when you have a bike lane on the road. Not sure what the Stroad part is. I would think it'd be called like a broad, right? Bike lane in a road, broad. But they call it a Stroad. Let me know in the comments why y'all call it a Stroad. Share the road, that's probably why. Share the road, Stroad, because when they have the bike lane in the road, you gotta share the road, so that's probably why they call it a Stroad. Or a Stroad. I think they call it Stroad. Yeah, Stroad. S-T, share the road. Stroad. Alright, I figured it out. Let me know if I'm right in the comments now. If that's what that really means. I'm pretty sure it does. So right now I'm on the Stroad, and Stroads are not cool. Because they're not really bike lanes. It's just painted a bike symbol on the road, which doesn't make you any safer on the road at all, and just aggravating people in cars who don't understand and don't care that you're riding a bike on the road where you're supposed to actually share the road with a car. That's right, school is it's a school day. What time is it? I have to blur all these kids out. It's almost 8 o'clock. Alright. Alright, son. Going past New York Presbyterian. See that? Just does not care. It's like, I'm going. That looks like a cool thing to ride. Some tricks on. Now it's wet out, so when these cars hop in front of you like this guy does, stopping is gonna be a hard thing to do, because you don't want to do the slippy dippy. No slippy dippy action. And I think it might be time for me to get some fenders on this bike from riding this wet weather, so that way I don't get all wet and stuff. But luckily it's not, the ground is not that wet, so it's not really kicking up any water on me, which is a good thing. Bike feels a lot faster now. I got some air in my tires. That's a good thing. What we got going on here? Good money. Good money. Now we heading down 161st, Fort Washington. I'm just riding with caution. That's how I do. Some people like to just ride straight through and not care. I take a little precaution, y'all. I'm still in chill mode. Alright, so now we're on Broadway. Boop, 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 boop. And Broadway, if I ain't mistaken, does not have a bike lane. Nope. Broadway has a Stroad too. So, again, I'm sharing the road with the cars, which is not the safest thing to do. When things get real busy, it gets real sketchy. Because it's not really a designated lane. You're basically in the car lane over here. And you're supposed to share the road. Got a nice little hill here. 155th and Broadway. Gotta do a nice little climb. It's a nice little hill. Climbing up. Now, I don't know, the rules are funny style right now in the city when it comes to lights. Police can pull you over if you go through a light. Even though you can get through a light and still make it, but it really depends on what mood the cop is in. They may act funny styles on you when they give you a ticket because they're bored. So, gotta be mindful of that. Getting my Stroad on. This light changed. I wanted to have a delay. Nope. So there's no delayed green on this road either. Even though you do have a bike lane, there's no delayed green on Broadway. Wait, it's not a school day. What am I talking about? It's a Sunday. What were all those kids doing on a Sunday? All right, we're at 148th. Have a cop ahead of us. I'm trying to think if I should go down by the park or not, or if I should. There's so many options, party people. So many options. Whew. All right. Feels like it's getting a little wetter down here. Yo, these lights are terrible, man. Alright. Let's go by the water. Broadway's lights is terrible. Can't mess with that. We'll go down this way. Woo! Alright. So now we're on Riverside. Riverside doesn't have a bike lane either. Doesn't even have a Stroad. You're gonna see a lot of cyclists coming through this way in the opposite direction, heading towards the bridge. Right now I'm in gear 7, heading downhill a little bit. Legs are feeling all right today. After doing that steep hill from Port Jefferson, definitely helped me out. My fingers are getting a little cold. Not enough to cry about, but these definitely are going to fail in 20-degree weather. Definitely. So, gotta get another set. I think I'm gonna go right back to Dick's Sporting Good and buy those Carhartt ones to see how they do. And those are only 39 bucks. Gonna see if they're any better. Because that's what I was gonna get initially. And so I saw these gloves and wasted $70 on them. No bike lane. And this is a road that's used heavily by cyclists. So they have a bike path that takes you down the west side all the way up, or all the way down, and back up. But you're on the other side of the parkway. But Riverside does pretty much the same thing. And a lot of people like to use it. But I guess they figure since they have the bike lane on the bike path on the Westside Highway, that you don't need one on Riverside, which is kind of whack. Oh yeah, nice little casual ride downtown from George Washington Bridge. I'm real glad I'm getting my rides in. Get myself back in shape. Get that fit feeling. Get the cobwebs out. That's a good thing. Next thing I gotta do, start hitting the gym again. Haven't done that in a long time. So that's the next thing I gotta do. Start hitting up that gym. Whew. Little climb right here. So now I'm debating if I should go to the west side highway bike path, the Greenway, or if I should stay up here. I think that's the way down there. No, that's not it. It's the next one. Take me right down to that path Maybe we'll do that. Let's see what we got. Will this take me there? Ooh. Oh yeah. Nope. Now I gotta go up the steps. One of these joints takes me there. Oh man. I gotta get off the bike. Okay, that looks like it right there. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah. Oh boy. All right. So I think we're in there. Just gotta go down. Nice little scenic route. This should take me there. I can go down this way. Woo. There we go. Now, the objective is to not get caught up in the water or the mud. And it looks like I'm about to be hitting both. All right, let's go this way. And then, it's muddy. It's muddy. Just trying to avoid the mud, pardon people. I didn't do too bad. Didn't do too bad. Alright, lots of puddles. And people. And doggies. How you doing? Alright. Alright. Sun's starting to come out. That's what's up. Real nice down here. Nice and scenic. Especially in the spring and summertime, of course. And they have the skate park down here too. I'm not sure I passed it. Oh, here it is. Coming up. Coming up is the skate park. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you the skate park. It's right down there. Y'all see that? Skate park action. They have a big bowl, but every time I come here, it's never open. I should go down there, huh? And show y'all. Or do I have to walk down steps? Oh, looks like it's blocked off. I can't go. Oh, wait. Wait. I can go down this way. Let me show y'all. The skate park. Concrete skate park, son. Woo. So this is the skate park, Riverside Skatepark. Got some nice rails, little wedges, things to grind. And you got a little mini half right here. Of course, you know, this was made really skater friendly, but they do have some stuff if you get busy with the street bikes and the pegs and stuff. But man, it would be nice if there was a pump track here. But you guys out there who live in the city, if y'all want a pump track, man, y'all better get to these park meetings, because all they care about is skate parks. They got the skate park guys campaigning for skate parks all day long. Now look at this. This bowl has been closed. Every time I come here, it's closed. So they wasted a lot of money on a bowl that probably somebody got hurt at or stuck in or whatever. So it's always closed, when they could have easily put a pump track right there. So if you live in New York City and you're trying to get something done, man, definitely get out to these meetings where they have these skate park meetings and they want to build these massive bowls that nobody knows how to ride, and try and campaign for a pump track. See, nobody can ride it. It's locked up every time I come here. So all my BMXers and rollerbladers, anybody who wants a something that's more universal, that more people can do, more families can do, like a pump track, paved pump track, I gotta get out there and make it happen. I've been sitting in some of those meetings, the community meetings they have for those things, and the pump track thing, they don't really know about it. It's not really at the top of people's minds. All they want to do is do skateboard stuff, skate park designs. They have a skateboard company, skateboard builders doing it, and they say they want to make it for everybody. But trust me when I tell you, bicycles are the last thing you're thinking about. BMX is the last thing you're thinking about. It's just skate parks that you just happen to be able to have access to with a bicycle. So check out NYC Park's website, and they call them community input meetings. And check out the community input meetings, find out when they're having meetings for skate parks and playgrounds and things like that, and put your input in. Let people know you want a pump track in the hood. They're currently working on 4 skate park projects, and we sat in some of them last year. Some of them aren't big enough to put a pump track, but some of them definitely are. And pump track is not part of their goal at all. They have pump features that they suggested, and like a little pump track, but like a full-on, full-blast pump track, they ain't thinking about that. All right, so I think this way takes me to the Westside bike path, the Greenway, on the Westside Highway. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is, there it go. All right, here we are on the west side. Woo! Nice way to start your day. Next to the water. Whew. Getting a nice ride in. Guess what I didn't do? Y'all know what I didn't do. Y'all know what I didn't do. I didn't put my Strava on. But this is about 7 miles, maybe 8 miles. I think the whole thing is 12 miles from like all the way downtown to the bridge. Something like that. But yeah, I forgot to put the Strava on. Right now I have it on 7. I don't even have it on 5. I got it on 7. Gear 7. That means that little workout the other day got me some nice strength. Definitely got me some nice strength. That's exactly what I need. I'm trying to spin that gear 5. I say this is one of my favorite parts of the ride, right here. This is probably, I think this is the latest extension they made, because before you had to go up and around and come back down because there wasn't any path over here. So they made this new piece. It's like a bridge almost. Puts you right on top of the water, which is cool. Cool little segment. Oh yeah, gear 7. I'm feeling it too. That's good. I'm building some strength in my legs. Definitely need some power. I want to try and hit some more races this year. And this is definitely going to help. For real, for real. Now before they would cut this off, I guess in the summertime they're going to do that. Because this was cut off over here. And we had to go up that way and go around all of this. But now it seems like they made a dedicated bike lane going straight through. So this is new. Originally you could go straight through, and then they had the restaurant down there, and you also have the boat basin over here. So I think it was just too much going on. Of course, you know, people trying to get their Strava miles in, so that created a problem. So they want you to dismount your bike or take an alternate route around. It looks like they still have it though. I see a barricade up, so they may still have it. Yeah. Yep. They still got a detour going up. Yeah. Okay, so here it is. You could walk your bike across that way, but not doing that. Nice little climb right here. It's definitely a nice scenic ride. For sure, for sure. Couple of nice climbs going on. Woo. And it definitely beats riding on Broadway, because Broadway had mad, the lights was all messed up on there. They don't want you racing down the block in your car. Whew. So here we are. Here we are. Cruising. Just cruising. Now we're riding underneath the Westside Highway. They finally started painting that. Before it was all rusted looking, but now they painted it brown. So they're getting that in. Pretty cool. Whew. So who's still with me? Who is still with me on this ride? I ain't got much to say today. I'm just chilling, taking it all in. But who's still ride with me right now? Let me know. Excuse me. Let me know in the comments if you hop on your bike machine and watch these videos. Take the ride with me for real, virtually. Let me know. I may do some sprint interval videos that you can ride along to and do sprint intervals with me. That's gonna be crazy, but I think I may do that. I don't know how you'll know. I guess I have to name it some kind of series or whatever, so that way you know. Get ready, hop on your stationary bike, put on a video, let's go. So I gotta work on that. But first I have to get myself in a little bit of shape. They're gonna be like, dude, you dying early. I already know it's gonna happen. That's pretty cool. Check out the art. I gotta walk it. But let's see the art sculpture over here. Whew. Check that out, huh? It looks like you could spin the middle. Can you? I don't think so. Can you spin the middle? No, you can't. I was about to say, it looked like you could. I mean, it has wheels. I guess you probably could have at one time, but nah, it ain't turning. But it does have wheels on it, like you could turn it. Let's see what it says. Jason McCormick, all one 2025 concrete foam steel paint. It was installed October 2025. It's going to be here till September 2026. Art in the Parks. What is it to be unique yet invariably the same? To be an individual yet part of the whole. This is a miracle of being human. All one brings people together in celebration of our shared humanity through the exploration of our unique identities and experiences. That's what's up. Do we have a thing here for him? Jason McCormick, does he have a IG? Don't see it. But you can see it on New York Parks on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So NYC PARKS. And you can find out more about that. Hashtag Art in the Parks. There it is, there you go. Pretty cool. All right, so let's get back on our journey. I just rode over a bunch of goose poop. And let's keep it moving. Yeah, you're definitely not going to see that if you drove your car. That's the cool thing about riding a bike. Get to see some things. Some things. When you ride your bike in the city. My man doing it right with the full face helmet on. I want to get a open face bell helmet. That's what I want to get. Open face bell helmet. And if they have some Jofas around, get a Jofa with that. On some old school BMX style. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get one of them. Rock the helmet when I'm riding around. Especially when I start riding a little more aggressive. You already know. All right. Let me see what time we got. What time do we have? 8:23. Not bad. Ooh. 8:23 on a Sunday. Ooh, this is different. Wait a minute. There's a bike lane. Looks like it still goes this way. Let's check this out. This is new. This is new right here. Ah, so they put it down here a little further so you can make your little wop whip across this way. Okay, I ain't mad at that. Made it wider too. That's cool. Plus it's a little safer because you're not making that left turn right as people are trying to come into that driveway. So that's what's up. That's brand spanking new right there. All right. Woo. Making our way down. We are making our way down. About to go past the Intrepid Museum. Let's go past the Intrepid Museum. My first time going past the Intrepid in 2026. Now this is a bike lane. I didn't mention that. This is what you call a bike lane. Totally separate from the cars. You got a buffer, nice wide bike lane. This is how you do it. Straight up separation from the dangers in the road. Look at this barrier right here. Beautiful barrier. Plus they make it so you can't drive a car through here with these barriers going across the street. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down 42nd Street. We're gonna take a ride down 42nd. Since I haven't done that this year yet. So this is my first time riding down 42nd Street in the new year. Oh snap, whole lot of first. We're gonna take it right to Times Square. Now there's no bike lane on 42nd, but there is a bus lane, which is it's okay. It's all right. Better than nothing. I mean, even if they made a bike lane big like this, that'd be cool. Just gotta be careful of the buses coming behind you. They're very, very quiet, and they sneak up on you. So you gotta be careful of that. But the bus lane definitely helps. Way more room to be away from the cars, which is great, than your average bike lane. But they stepped it up with the bike lanes in the city. They've been improving them. They're a whole lot better than out in the suburbs, that's for sure. Gee whiz. Ooh, I got it. All right, that's everybody coming out from the tunnel, the Lincoln Tunnel. There goes your congestion pricing tolls. As soon as you make that right into the city, you gotta pay that money. You get the zoink. So we're gonna go past Times Square a little bit. A little bit. Take the bus lane. Oh, they got a bike pod. Oh snap, hold up, son. They got a bike pod out here, what? A bicycle parking pod. I didn't know they had these in the city. That's pretty cool. I saw them talking about this on a video, like in the UK and stuff. Midtown Bus Terminal. Free, secure bike parking exclusively for everyone. To use this facility, download and install our mobile app or request free access. One me. Okay, I'm doing that. That's gonna help me out a lot. I like that. I need to do that. Definitely need to do that. One me, two E's. Now I want to go find some more of them joints. That can't be the only one. Wait a minute. I think they made an announcement recently about those pods, right? Pretty sure. Oh, excuse me. Or was it Brooklyn? I gotta find an article. I think I just recently saw something about that. Somebody's initiative to make more bicycle parking. Free bike parking. All right. Well, I gotta go look that up now. Find out where more of those pods are at. That's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Uh-oh. All right. So we're gonna hop on the bike path down Broadway. Take this down. Boom. This is still a Stroad. We do have separation in a way, but it's a Stroad. And these guys are turning, not paying attention, just going. Oh my goodness. And that's the reason why it's not green. When it's green, that means it's less of a Stroad. That means you have a designated bike lane. Even if it doesn't have too much separation from the road, it's still a designated bike lane. Luckily in here, this is all like seating area, so you're really good. And this is wider than the normal bike lanes that they used to have, so they're making most of them wider now. Because when it gets real crowded with people like to walk out onto the lane, and it makes things real sketchy. And then right back to a Stroad. But this is a better bike lane than your normal Stroad, because this is pretty designated and you have a little buffer line. Even though there's a bunch of lines, you still have a buffer between you and the car, technically. So there's that, which still is better than what they're doing in the suburbs. Now look at this bike lane, look. What's up with that? You got plants all in the way of the bike lane. What's that about? So now we come down this way, Herald Square. We have this bike lane cutting across this way. And this is still separated from the pedestrians, but of course they can walk across. So you gotta be mindful of that, especially when it gets real crowded. And then here's where it gets kind of a little weird, because now we're going opposite of traffic on 6th Avenue. So they bring us all together with traffic going uptown. So now look, I'm riding against traffic. So this right here is pretty dumb. There's no separation between you and the bicyclists coming in the opposite direction, which makes for a very sketchy situation. I must say, very sketchy. And then we make a left here, and the only light you have to go by is the crossing light. Then you have to work your way across this way. You have bicycles coming the opposite direction here. We're going this way. This is a lot going on if you're not ready for it. If you're not used to riding in the city or stuff like that, it can get a little complicated. Then you have a Stroad here, where you're riding with traffic, but you're in the bike lane at the same time. So this is one of them situations where you're literally in the street with the cars riding your bicycle. So a lot of times you watch videos when people are like, why are you in the road with the cars? Well, you literally have to be in the road with the cars there. The bike lane symbol is right in the middle of the road. And then you have bikes coming in the opposite direction too. So now I have somebody right behind me who's really supposed to respect the fact that I'm riding in the middle of the street. Because look, you have people coming opposite and this way. That's what the symbol says. So they gotta respect that. Now, will they? Ha. Do they? But that's important. But you always gotta ride defensively. Don't take it for granted. But as you can see, bike lane right in the middle of the street. It's the only way to do it. With the bike lane right in the middle of the street. All right, let's make a right on 27th. Is there a bike lane on 27th? There is not a bike lane on 27th. No shoulder, no bike lane. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna ride back up so you can see how it is going in the opposite direction. So I'm gonna go up 6th Avenue, take the bike lane, and show y'all how it looks going in the opposite direction. So let me hop in the bike lane over here. Now this bike lane, a little janky. It's not as wide as the other bike lane was, so there's that. Then you have you got the buffer lines, but you see the truck. The truck is right on the buffer line, so when he opens his door, you could get a door to your face. That's not fun. See? So the truck is on the line. So if he opens his door, you can get caught out there. And then this bike lane, like I was saying before, is not as wide as the other bike lane that I was on a minute ago. And it gets tighter here for some reason. So in a minute you're gonna see how it looks coming the other way when you're at Hellwood Square crossing, where the bikes are coming in the opposite direction. Gonna see that in a second. So right here is where it is. So you have opposite direction. We got these bikes here. They should put some like little poles like these to separate the directions. Because once it gets like middle of the day on a weekday, it gets pretty crazy. It gets pretty crazy. So I'm supposed to be on this side, and this way everybody's coming in the opposite direction. And then to continue up, you go straight this way. I gotta come through here on a really busy weekday to show you how it looks. It gets a little crazy. I gotta put that on the agenda list now. All right, I got the green light. All right. I'll make this turn right here. Is there a bike lane on here? Doesn't look like it. Nope. No bike lane on 35th Street. But usually like every other block has a bike lane. They're pretty good with putting bike lanes on most of the blocks. But yeah, this is a Sunday. Sunday, if you want to just kind of chill and tour the city on your bicycle, early morning Sunday is the best time to do it if you don't want to deal with too much traffic and pedestrians and all that. Want to chill out, you can come to the city, park anywhere pretty much, and then just go for a ride. But the earlier the better. It's really nice. So right now I'm heading west on 35th Street. No bike lane. Alright. Now we're here by 8th Avenue. Gonna keep going straight. We'll keep it moving. Got a nice ride in today. A nice chill ride. The bike accelerates a whole lot better with air in the tires, that's for sure. I was playing games last time. I'm also feeling strong in my legs too. This is gear 6 I'm in right now. And I'm doing all right. I guess I'll ride to the Javits Center. Call it quits. Ooh. At the Javits, call it quits. Oh. All right, y'all, it's crazy. I'm out. Back to you, Billy.